Hello guys, Solid Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. I had high expectations for this anime series, since some people say it's best Gundam series. You do need to watch the original Gundam series before watching this. In this anime, things appear to be peaceful after the Earth Federation defeats Zeon. However, now there's a group within the Earth Federation that has risen to power, and they're abusing their power in a terrible way. This group is known as Titans, and they have gotten mad with power. They are arrogant and do whatever they wish to do. They are tasked with defeating the remaining Zeon forces, but along the way, they got corrupt with power. The only group that is willing to fight against them is the Ayug. The protagonist Camille can't stand how the Titans justify their terrible treatment of people, and decided to join the Ayug. After certain events, Camille is now a Gundam pilot, and is working under the Ayug. Within the Ayug, there is a person called Quattro, who sounds and looks a lot like Char Aznavour. Camille is now under his guidance, as Quattro tries to lead Ayug to victory against Titans. This anime had a great start, and right away I can understand why people liked it so much. It had exactly what the original Gundam series was missing. In the original Gundam series, the Earth Federation was seen as good guys, and Zeon were the bad guys. It was such a boring and inaccurate way of looking at war. There is never just an evil and good side to a war. There are people on both sides that do both good and horrible things. You can't just say one group is 100% morally in the right. Zeta Gundam showed how a group of people that is seemingly good can be corrupt from the inside. The Titans were this group of people that did terrible things because they thought they were above the law. They controlled Earth Federation from the inside. Now we see that maybe Zeon weren't the bad guys after all. Maybe the Earth Federation is capable of doing terrible things as well. Now it feels like an accurate way of portraying war. It was so intriguing and exciting to see how a small group, like the Ayug, could fight against the Titans when the Titans have Earth Federation's resources. It was like an uphill battle. During these battles, the AU couldn't simply just charge and attack. They had carefully planned their attacks against the Titans. Not only that, the AU also had to win on political front as well, and convince people that the Titans are a corrupt group. It was great seeing Quattro show off his charisma and win people over to his side. It really was entertaining seeing both sides try to outsmart each other. What I like about the series is that the anime is even more brutal than the original Gundam series. Countless side characters died, and even some important characters died in the series. Even when important characters survive, they are left in such a horrible state. This anime really wasn't afraid of killing off characters, which I really like. It's much better than seeing a cheesy happy ending. Once Zeon gets involved, that's when things get even more crazy and intense because now it's like a freeway war. There's so much politics involved now. Different sides are trying to persuade Zeon to join them, and made me curious to see what Zeon would do. What I like about Zeta Gundam is that it went more into detail about the powers of the new type. That concept was so confusing in the original series, but in Zeta Gundam, it does explain it a little better, and why it's so valuable to winning a war. The Titans try to use that power for themselves, and try to create artificial ones. That led to very sad storylines, as learning about suffering that people go through in order to become cyber new types. It was certainly very sad and emotional stories. So with the interesting war, the intense battles, and the intriguing politics, this must be the best Gundam series, right? Nope, it could have been, if it wasn't for three awful characters. They're by far the worst characters I've seen in Gundam series. I will talk about the worst character for last. First, I'm going to talk about Jared. He was a soldier within Titan, and follows Titan's every order. At first, anime tries to use Jared in a way to get us feel bad for some people within the Titans, that perhaps certain Titan members aren't that bad. They are people too, and just trying to fight for what they believe in. I really did think Jared was going to be used in a way to promote understanding between the Ayug and the Titans, that perhaps the Titans and Ayug would unite against a common enemy in Zeon. I thought basically Camille would be like Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, and Jared would be like Amon from Tokyo Ghoul. Two characters of different sides that realized they aren't so bad after all. I couldn't be more wrong about that. Jared saw the awful things Titans were doing to the space colonies, and was pretty much alright with it because he believed the ends justify the means. I just couldn't believe it. I was waiting for him to get good character development throughout the series, and to see him get absolutely no development at all was just so frustrating. I just couldn't believe his awful writing. If this anime had shown him as this evil character that felt nothing about human suffering, then I wouldn't be that disappointed. But he was not this evil character. He just chose to look the other way. He let so many innocent people die. How are you supposed to like a character like that? We want to see a character think for themselves, and not just blindly follow orders. I absolutely hate this character. The character Katz was not an evil character, but he sure was an annoying one. He let his emotions control him, and constantly led the AU into danger because of his actions. All of his mistakes were because of his obsession with a girl that was on Titan's side. He didn't develop as a character at all, and was annoying all the way through until the end. When every viewer wants a certain good guy to die, because they're annoying, that's when you know a character is horribly written. I'm finally going to talk about the worst character in all of the Gundam series. This character is known as Requa. I will never forget this character because this goes beyond just bad writing. I don't hate her because she did terrible things, but her reasons just left me so frustrated and confused. She basically started off as one of the good guys. She is seen as a strong, likable woman. Then, after she meets a villain from the Titan's side, she's suddenly overcome with lust and joins the Titans because no man on the AU will give her the love she needs as a woman. She can't think properly without a strong man by her side. I'm not kidding. That was basically her reason. This just left me stunned and speechless. Then afterwards, she does horrific things to the space colonies, and she blames everything on men for not treating women correctly. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This is an all-out war to determine who will have control over space and Earth. Many people are fighting for survival, yet Requa is more concerned about finding a man that'll meet her needs as a woman. Just what is this? This is such bad writing. It would be one thing if this anime showed Requa as this lustful woman from the start. Then her portrayal makes sense. But she was anything but that. Throughout this anime series, I'm waiting for Requa to redeem herself, but she just acts worse over time. This goes beyond bad writing. I can't read minds, so I don't know if this was the exact reason why the writer made Requa like this, but it feels like the writer is basically inserting his own views about women in this anime series. That women are weak and can't survive without a man by her side. I know the 80s treat female characters badly, but this is just too much. This is to a point of being uncomfortable to watch. This wasn't just a side character that barely got any screen time. She got plenty of screen time. To see this anime justify her actions like this was disgusting to watch. It's just so weird because the writer made the worst possible female character in Requa, but then made a great female villain in Haman. Haman was strong, had good charisma, and didn't need a man to tell her what to do. I don't get why the writer didn't make Requa like this. If you want to show a flawed female character, there are better ways to go about it. He didn't have to portray a female character in this weird way. The other characters in the show are pretty good. Shirako was a good antagonist. He was controlling Titans at the end of the series, and was very politically savvy. He knew just how to control people to get them to do what he wanted. He was smart and kept calm. You hated him, but it was because his character was so well written. He was a villain you loved to hate, such as Griffith from Berserk. Camille was a good protagonist. He started off as an annoying character that lost his temper too easily, and did irrational things at times. But he did mature throughout the series, and began to think about things in a more logical way, and he acted more calm. He had the kind of development that I wish the character Katz had. Quattro is a good and likable character with his calm and relaxed attitude. He never panics, and always thinks of good strategy to make, even in the most stressful situation. The English dub version of this apparently never had the license to show the original Japanese opening, so I never saw the original Japanese opening song. But the opening song from the version I saw was pretty good. The ending song was alright. The music for this anime series sounded nice. The animation style and the animation in this anime series look much better than how it looks in the original Gundam series. Overall, I like Zeta Gundam a lot, for its realistic portrayal of war, and like how it wasn't afraid of killing off characters. But these three awful characters mentioned earlier really ruined my enjoyment of the show. I still give this anime series a 7 out of 10. So that's all I'm talking about for this video. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.